Hello everyone and welcome back to more Thief Gold. Last time we tried to get the gemstone called the Eye, which we were contracted to get by none other than Constantine himself, the person who gave us the last job, which was to steal his own sword from his mansion. Basically, it was a way to test our abilities. Safe to say he was quite pleased, and yeah, this is a big job. And just as a reminder, Constantine is a very strange fellow. I don't think he's to be trusted personally, but what do I know? I'm not the master thief here. But yeah, he's clearly into magic and the occult, and this eye gem, whatever the hell it is, it has magical properties, clearly. It was floating over the altar when we saw it, and it was speaking to us telepathically. So it turns out that in order to access the cathedral, we actually need to get 4 elemental wards, and all 4 of them are split in different areas of the city. And in this next mission, we're gonna get the first out of those 4. So let's go.
The Talisman of Earth is guarded by a foreign mages sect known as the Hand Brotherhood. They reside in a compound of huge towers where they practice their arts of earth, air, fire, and water. The talisman is likely kept in the Earth Tower, but there's little chance it'll be that simple. No doubt the talisman is heavily guarded and probably protected by magic. But mages love to write everything down. I should stumble on something useful about their precious trinket. I bribed some servants to get me a map of the common grounds, best I could do since only the mages are allowed in the towers. I'll enter the courtyard just outside the central keep entrance. Once inside, I'll need to move quickly to find the talisman. I wouldn't last long in a fight against the mages.
Alright, a lot of objectives right off the bat. But before we begin, a little bit of introduction. So this mission actually introduces a 4th sect in the city called the Hand Brotherhood. They're basically a sect of mages from faraway lands. That's basically all we know about them. They're very mysterious. They live on the outskirts of the city, and they mostly keep to themselves. And I honestly don't really like these guys, and I don't really like this level either, but I'll get to that once we actually start playing it. But I really don't like the addition of these guys, because these guys don't exist in any form in the original game. And I honestly think that makes a lot more sense, because they're never mentioned at all in future titles. They're not mentioned in Thief 2, they're not mentioned in Thief 3, they're not even mentioned in the weird reboot from 2014. So I really don't understand why they were a thing. Like, if the developers wanted to make them a proper thing, they should have just also mentioned them in the second game at least. But no, they're literally just here for this one mission. Technically, they will actually make an appearance in the following mission as well, a very minor appearance, but besides that, they're never mentioned again in this game or in any future games. So yeah, they feel a little bit weird in that case. It's kind of like Race X in the Half-Life franchise, because Race X only really appears in the Opposing Force expansion. The obvious answer to that is, oh yeah, the developers just wanted to have new enemies, new alien types that you fight. But lore-wise, it makes no sense, because they're never mentioned anywhere else. But even then, even in Half-Life's case, in Half-Life's defense, it makes sense, because, you know, Adrian Shepard, he's there at the very end when nobody else was there to witness it. I'm pretty sure that by that point, all of the characters, including Gordon Freeman, of course, have already left the facility. That will go on to become relevant in Half-Life 2. and Adrian Shepard manages to push back Race X almost single-handedly. So at least there is a bit of an excuse to Race X's existence there, and also they start raging after Gordon Freeman's adventures, basically. But this, I don't really know how to justify it. Like, I guess you could say, yeah, they're just no longer relevant in any other missions, so they're not mentioned, but they exist in the background. But it would have been cool to at least see some notes about them, but no. So I really don't know how to feel about this. This is why I honestly prefer the pacing of the original game, which I have played, actually. I've played it relatively recently. I actually played last month. Just to see how the pacing is like, and I much prefer the pacing, and it makes a lot more sense in my opinion. Like, yeah, sure, the talismans having each their own mission is great, and especially like the water talisman. That one's mission is actually superb. And it fits perfectly in the story, unlike the other two missions here. But yeah, just a bit of a nitpick there for me. I also really don't like this level, but I'll explain why shortly. But here is our objectives. Long rant over. We need to find where the mages of the Hand Brotherhood have hidden the Earth Talisman. We need to steal it. We need the central library of the High Council contains a pair of jeweled reading glasses that belong to some esteemed member of their order. We need to discover where the mages have tucked it away and snag it. Regalio, captain of the guard, has been leading a crusade to retrieve the talismans. One of your contacts say that he's returned with a valuable amulet. Steal the medallion of Saint Burrington from the captain. So those are our two special objectives. We need to steal this medallion and this pair of reading glasses. The mages' wealth is well rumored. Caravans from their homelands to the east bring treasures. Steal 1800 loot, not 2000. A master thief should be proficient enough to avoid murder. Slaughtering guards and mages will soon alert the inner circle to your presence. Be discreet, avoid contact where possible, and don't kill anyone. Underneath the mage towers there is a hidden entrance to the sewers. Find it and escape alive. So instead of actually exiting the towers after we're done, we have to go to this entirely separate area to leave, which is honestly a cool concept. Again, this map isn't the worst map ever, but I would say I do honestly prefer Thieves Guild over this map nowadays, and you'll see why. And fun fact, this actually used to be one of my absolute favorite maps when I played the game for the very first time. But with every subsequent playthrough, I've liked it less and less. What else here? Let me see. The other difficulties, yeah, on normal, you just need to get the talisman. And oh, okay, that is very interesting. So the objectives are different. There is like this extra objective here that doesn't appear on Expert. Huh, interesting. But we don't really have to steal anything extra for on normal, and on hard we have to steal the reading glasses. And on Expert we have to steal also the necklace. So that's the difference between the difficulties. Huh, that's interesting. Again, I've always played on Expert. Even on my very first playthrough I actually played on Expert. Okay, what am I gonna need? I'm gonna need moss arrows. Probably not all of them though. I would say 10 should be good. Gonna need some water arrows. Maybe 20. And okay, maybe not 20. I would like to get both of these potions. There we go. I think that's good enough. Right. The map is actually really simple and I would say well designed. It's basically a square. The map is also very descriptive. We're gonna start at the main gate. There's a central tower in the Mage Keep, and that is actually where the talisman is being kept. Spoiler alert. There's a library at the back where we find that out. And all of these other towers here, there's one for each element. There's one for air, fire, earth, and water. Each of these towers basically contain trials that we need to go through in order to get the key leading to the next tower. And the final tower in the sequence basically has the key to the central keep where the talisman is being kept. So we have to go through every single tower and perform these challenges essentially. Now that sounds really cool on paper, and when you play this game for the very first time, it is really cool. That is why this was my favorite map for a while. But the towers themselves don't really offer anything. Like, they have absolutely no loot, minimal items, and they mostly just feel like unnecessary padding, to be honest. They're not even that fun to navigate, so that is why I really dislike this mission nowadays. I love the concept of it when I first played it, and I didn't mind it, but every time I have to replay this map, I'm like, ugh, because the central keep is honestly really good. That one is well designed, and I do still like how interconnected everything is. There's these staircases here that basically connect the central keep with the towers themselves and also the courtyards outside of the towers. But again, the problem with this map are the towers themselves. Also, a bit of lore. The objective to get that thing from the captain of the guard mentioned that the mages are on a crusade to get all of the talismans. However, I'm pretty sure that they don't actually know about the cathedral. I think they just want the talismans because, you know, they're all about the elements, and the talismans, each talisman represents an element. So they only have the earth talisman, but they're trying to find where the keepers hid the other talismans. So that's the lore explanation behind that. So here we have a map of the Mage Keep. The first floor, there's the lower library. There's also a dungeon. We are gonna explore the dungeon, and the dungeon also leads to the sewers, which is our exit. Second floor is that, and the third floor is actually the most important one. That's where the majority of the loot is, as well as the captain of the guard. Right, that was a long intro. I apologize for that, because this is a long mission as well. So we start right here at the main gate, and yeah, right here, right off the bat, we can actually see the elemental towers. That one is for air, if I'm not mistaken. And the other one over here is for fire. However, this is probably the only mission, at least in Thief 1, where I always break into it via the front gate. Just because it's the quickest and it's relatively safe.
The mages caught him stealing lupins from the tables of the meeting hall. One of them summoned great hurtling balls from the sky, glowing rocks from the moon they was, and they mashed in his poor skull.
Any intruders better hope we get to him first before the hand mages do.
Yep, so that is an introduction to the mages. Those guys really are tough, by the way. I mean, I'm not allowed to kill them anyway, but even if I was, if you fight more than one of them, you're basically boned, because they basically share the same AI as the ghosts. Except... I have no idea how this guy didn't see.
There? I see him! Help! Over here!
Nope. No, you don't. Okay, this is a bit of a disaster, but we can salvage this.
See anything? Who's there?
What was that?
Stop!
There, he's got a bow.
Yeah, pro tip, if someone is angered, someone is on alert, you can still try to knock him out on the back of his head. It's a bit wonky, it doesn't always work, but you can do it. This is off to a rough start. I guess I underestimated how difficult this might actually be, breaking in through the front door. But hey, we pulled it off, so that's good. I just need to hide these bodies, because I think there is another guard that occasionally comes down here, so... Better safe than sorry. I'm gonna dump all these guys in here. I'm going to darken this room, because I know that those two servants come in here, as well as that swordsman. I don't know if anyone else does, though. Again, I haven't played this map as much, because normally when I get to this point, I just skip it. When I get to this map, which is why I honestly... I would say I do recommend you play the original game first. Again, you can either buy the original game, I'm pretty sure you can only get a physical copy of it, or you can get the mod that downgrades your gold version to the original. It doesn't actually downgrade the engine though, you're still gonna have all the benefits of New Dark and T-Fix and all that stuff. It basically just disables those 3 missions, and it tweaks the other missions so that they have both the talismans, which is, yeah, pretty well made actually. Okay, we have a bunch of notes here. Cellular Bruja, we urgently need the chemicals last requested. 2 days hence, we'll be sending young Luca to the city. Have one of your helpers accompany him. Also, see if you can add 3 goats, a camel, and a burek to the animals gathered for the next round of experiments. Adaptaseki Bazar. Or however you pronounce that. So these guys do experiments on animals. Not say I agree with that, but is what it is. It is the Middle Ages after all. Notice to all servants and guards. Herein let it be known that the 4 towers of Mage Keep are sacrosanct and thus off limits to the commons. Only those adept may enter. Guards may enter the tower foyers on business but may not proceed upwards. Ashmeish Ibn al-Haraud, or however you pronounce it. I think it's supposed to be derivative from Arabic. I think that's sort of the lore, that's like the Arabic regions. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds Arabic to me. Okay, I think this should be safe. There is some loot here. 3 bottles of fine wine. Gotta say, this game also ages like fine wine. But more on that on the video. Which I really need to start working on the script for the video. I think I'll start doing that this weekend. Okay, and here is the library. A very important room for us. Okay, there's a lot of mages here. There's 2 mages that walk through the 1st and 2nd floor, and then there's also 2 mages down at the basement. So I'm gonna wait for them. And the worst part is that they actually have a different path. So it does goes to show that the developers did learn from past experiences with this map.
So this is where the mages hide their dirty little secrets.
Okay, I need to hide this guy because the other one is gonna come down the same way. I'm not gonna enter that room just yet because it has tile floors. That's very likely to alert him. So I'm gonna wait out in here and let's read. There's gonna be a lot of reading in this. It's a library. Mage Verlin. Azoran's interest in necromancy has not diminished, despite his banishment. His study of the black arts continues at his pyre in Dayport. We fear that his experiments with the reanimation of rats and insects will lead to more disturbing depths. He has even endeavored to recruit others on a crusade to recover the Book of Ash. The Book of Ash must be kept a thing of the past. Azoran's ambition has blinded him to this, and he has proven himself a threat to our existence. His expulsion has only made him more resilient. It is the decision of the Inner Circle that greater measures be taken to correct this matter. Ashmesh Corino. So I stand corrected. I completely forgot about this. This necromancer in his tower in Dayport does actually make an appearance in Thief 2. However, there is absolutely no mention of the Hand Brotherhood as far as I recall. I really hope I'm not speaking out of my ass here, but I don't remember there being any mention of the Hand Brotherhood. So it could just be that this is sort of like backpedaling, because I'm pretty sure that during the development and release of Thief Gold, the developers also have started working on Thief 2. Because Thief Gold released 1 year after the original game in 1999, and during that time they were already also developing Thief 2 on an updated Dark Engine. And that game released in 2000. So it could just be backpedaling instead to explain that area. But either way, this is basically the only sort of evidence, I guess, of the Hand Brotherhood in Thief 2. But they're not directly mentioned, which is my problem. Mastery of water requires that you return to the ways of your beginning. For 9 moons you lived in water, and then were born to a world of air and earth. You have forgotten your past, but we will teach you to remember. Put away mortal thoughts of breath and discover the ways of the sea. Do not walk the path with your limbs. Instead, allow your body to flow within it and become part of it. Until you have gained full mastery over water, return to the air, O Adept, and cherish its protective succor. In time, you will feel the warm embrace of water, traversing the entire system without need of breath. The Book of Coral and Scale. I'm starting to think these guys are just scammers and trying to kill people for fun. I don't think that's how that works, but, you know, it is a magical world, I guess. And this right here is something that I never quite understood, because it's a hint as to where the talisman is, but it will become more relevant later on. 8 old men up in a tower, 8 old men, only one with power. Turn away from the hand with the sword, count 7 and find your reward. Again, this will become relevant later, so I'm not gonna comment too much on it now. Okay, he's coming down. I think he's coming down, okay.
Fire burns, earth shakes, water flows.
Oh, there he is. Okay. Does he come down this way? Oh, he also enters this room. Okay, I guess they do have the same route. It's just they have a lot more distance between them. Okay. Well, either way, I'm pretty sure that's the only two guys here. There is two more in the basement, but we should be in the clear for now. Now, this is a very cool room, actually. There's these 4 statues, and if you interact with them, they actually speak to you.
Betrayal will force you to see, Garrett. Deception is your power, Garrett. Do not let fear control your path, Garrett. Greed shall be your undoing, poor Garrett.
Oh crap, I might have misremembered. I hear another one. But those statues actually do sort of talk about the story, like future events in the story, which is really cool, a really nice touch. Especially when you replay the game, you actually notice it. Clearly we're going to be betrayed, and you can probably guess by whom. But yeah, that is honestly a really nice touch. Okay, wow, I guess Garrett has insane hearing capabilities because I'm probably hearing the mages from below, from the basement. Anyway, right up here we actually have some actually important information. Let's read this. Not this, this one. Notes from Council Session of the Inner Circle. Due to a disastrous experiment by Archmage Jabu Ibn Lani, the water tower will be closed until further notice due to flooding. All future experiments using water elementals are forbidden by mutual consent of the Inner Circle until we can devise stronger wards. Our keep must remain unified and maintain tradition. Each tower holds the key of another to maintain the doctrine of trust. Since the key to the Tower of Water was lost controlling the accident, the Fire Mages have no symbol to guard. Therefore, the Fire Mages shall keep the key to the chamber in the central tower that holds our treasured possession. The key to the Tower of Earth shall remain in the Tower of Water, since the Water Mages are the only ones who can survive entering the flooded areas. Archmage Krios. So, that is essentially what I already explained at the very beginning. Now, right here, clearly this is a fake wall, and this is a fake book. So if you flop this book, this will open, and this is one of our objectives.
This will make any fence crack a smile.
Those are the reading glasses. Now I'm actually gonna head down to the basement of the library because it does also have some more loot down here. And some water arrows, if I recall correctly. But there are, as I mentioned, 2 guards here, 2 mages. Need to wait for them. I'm gonna stick to the darkness. The darkness is your friend in this game. Okay, I hear them coming. Oh, they're bunched up together. Excellent. Now, the mages are actually color-coded. These are... Oh, actually, yeah. So this guy...
There is a disturbance.
Is an air mage, and this guy is a water mage. And they actually do fire different types of projectiles. The fire mage fires a simple fire arrow, basically, which explodes. So those are probably the most dangerous. The air mage and water mage basically fire the same type of projectile. It deals medium damage, and they're just reskins of one another, I'm pretty sure. And the earth mage actually fires some vines, which make you not really immobile, but they disable your weapon temporarily, and I think they also damage you. I'm not actually sure. Again, you can tell that I barely played this mission because it's just so annoying to replay every time. I'm doing it for YouTube right now, and as I'm streaming, I'm also capturing footage for the main video, but... yeah, normally I skip this mission. So in my future personal replays of this game, I'm probably gonna stick to the non-gold version, even though it means I skip out on the water talisman mission, which is genuinely great still. So, like we once were, RGs who now inhabit this land. They are the chrysalids that shall become. We have adopted those few who have shown potential for enlightenment. From the notes of Archmage Garrett's prophecies. I guess they're hiring, huh? If I wasn't such a badass thief, I would probably join. Yeah, that's pretty much everything in the lower library. Let's climb back up, because it's the most discreet way right now to climb up to the second floor, because we have a lot of stuff there. And then, of course, the third floor, which is where the majority of the loot in this entire mission is. Gonna douse this torch. I have more than enough arrows.
Hey, what was that?
So this area is a little bit dangerous. You gotta be very careful because there's that mage who's patrolling, and there's also another guard that's also patrolling, and there's the guards in those little not really watchtowers, but like guard rooms, I guess. I don't know. Okay, quickly pick him up, pick him up, pick him up. Okay, good. I don't know why I'm being so stingy. I should just turn this off. There we go. Okay, we have a very useful health potion there, a piece of bread.
Did you hear that too? I think there's someone.
Nope, there isn't. Oh, crap. Crap. How did that guy get angered? Normally he doesn't get angered if I douse that flame. What the hell? He should forget about me shortly. Enough room to hide here. In fact, this is actually beneficial for me because it did lure him out a little bit. Oh, but he's going back in. Oh, whatever. Yeah, he forgot about me. Oh, well. Okay, time to take out the mage now. He has a key on him. I'm pretty sure that's a sort of a generic key that you can use to open most doors in the inner keep. Right, we have a note here. Let's see what it says. I genuinely don't remember. Oh, it's the same one. Fun. Okay. Wait, hold on. Let me drop a quick save because this is probably gonna alert him. Crap! Okay, there's apparently 2 guards that patrol this area. I only remember there being 1. Okay, let's hide this body and then we'll... Because there is actually a piece of loot on the table in front of him. And it's the same case in the other... the opposite end, because this whole place is mirrored. So we need to knock him out in order to get that. Either knock him out or distract him to make him come out here and we can snag it. But that's even harder, so it's much easier to knock him out. Okay, how come that didn't alert him, but the other one did? What the hell? And yeah, that guy is there, but he won't actually notice if you douse the torch. He won't notice that his body just went down. So dumb. You don't really need to knock out that guy. He's not really a threat at all. I normally just leave him be. This place is becoming a little bit crowded. Alright, now we can get that purse. Just make sure to crouch here. If you don't crouch, I'm pretty sure this guy will spot you. Over here, in case you're going for 100%, I'll show you something. Okay, I was wrong. It's the other side. But these stairs here actually lead to... down to the garden, basically. They connect to the outer courtyard where the elemental towers are. But we're not gonna go there yet. I'd like to tackle the fun part first, which is the mage towers. Grab that. I think there is a standing guard here. Boom, you can pickpocket. Yep. Just gonna knock him out, because why not? So if you're going for 100%, keep that in mind. Some of the guards do still have keys on them. Gonna hide this guy here. There is nothing on these rafters, which is a bit of a missed opportunity in my opinion, because it's a very well lit area, so it would be difficult to get there if you're trying to ghost. And here we have this staircase. Up there... Yeah, so up there is actually the... up to the main tower, where the talisman is. We don't need to go there yet, but we do need to be here. Since we have not only one of our other main objectives here, but also a crap ton of loot as well. Including some on the guards themselves. So let me douse these torches while there's nobody around. Make this area a little bit safer. Before I start entering these rooms, I do want to knock out... I think there's 3 guards here. There's that archer, there's that swordsman, and I think there's a second swordsman. Oh, maybe it's just these 2. I'm misremembering this mission a lot. Oh no, yep, I was correct. There are 3 guards. And I'm pretty sure all 3 of them share the same patrol route. So they enter that room, then... Oh, they enter that room, then they go to the courtyard, and then they go down the hall. Okay, let me move this guy out of the way, because even in pure darkness they might still get alerted. I don't trust that. Alright, and now we wait. You can hear someone sleeping on the other side of this door. Okay, quickly pick up the body. Alright. So here's a pro tip. If you're holding a body and you're in a perfect shadow like I am right now, he won't see you or the body. But if you just drop the body, he might actually see the body, so I don't trust that. Okay, and now we're safe. I am actually gonna move these guys though in one of these rooms. Just because it makes a bit more sense lore-wise. Yeah, this corner is good. Dump this guy here. And go all the way back to the staircase. Pick up this guy. There we go. Alright, so this is an empty room. You actually have a view of the main entrance here. But ironically enough, whoever designed this architecture is an idiot, because you can't even see who's down there because of this roof. In this room we actually do have some loot. A purse. Then these rooms also contain loot. Every single one of them, if I recall correctly. You use this key. Now you can either use moss arrows here, but I don't like to waste them because I'm gonna need them in later sections. So instead I just jump up here and knock her out. Okay, the chests are unlocked apparently.
What's that?
Knock her out. A lot of loot. For some reason there's no room here. Oh, I mean, that's because the stairs are there, but there's still a thingy here as if there's supposed to be a door. So I don't know if that's just because... Again, the architecture here is very strange. Now here's a very easy to miss piece of loot. Up on this rafter we have a gold nugget. The only way to get to it is with the rope arrow. Okay, here we actually have a guard, so we gotta be quick about this. Like this. That's how you do it. And here... This is... You can probably guess that this is where the captain is. And I'm pretty sure you have to pick his lock. Pretty sure none of the keys will work on his lock. I could just be wasting time right now, in which case I apologize, but it's already done, so... Alright, let's knock him out. I like how he just looks like all the other guards. Loot, and this is the medallion. That's
Like Captain Regalio's been holding out on the mages. Good thing he can't hold out on me.
And now we're gonna find out why he's holding out on them. Recovering the golden medallion of Saint Burrington will reward all the sweat I put into the endless hunt for those damned talismans. By selling it, I will surely make some profit off of this whole ordeal. In all my years of service to their hand, I have never seen their efforts so thoroughly stymied. It's almost as though one of their own had taken and hidden the talisman so completely that not even the archmages can find them. Captain E.F. Regalio. So this, I guess, sort of implies that, because we know that the keepers hid the talismans, so this sort of implies that the keepers also have spies inside of the other sects, like the Hand Brotherhood, which is pretty cool. I don't know, take that for what you will. That is sort of my head canon. I don't know how much it actually is canon, but yeah. Alright, so now we're actually gonna go all the way down, because there is a dungeon, if you recall from the map. And the dungeon also has some loot for us. And after we're done with that place, we're gonna be ready for tackling the actual elemental towers. This leads back here. Alright, here's the dungeon. I douse all the torches here because there are some patrolling guards. Loot objective has been met. Very nice. I can finally get back to work. My apologies for being behind schedule on the new round of vivisection. The workmen have finally cleared out, having just finished walling up the last main entrance to those infernal sewers. The old sewers are still largely unmapped, but present too much of a security risk to be left. I find it amazing that they reach back to the city, despite our distance from it. There is still one secret entrance that we can use to traverse the sewers. The guards that patrol it will deal with anything unfortunate enough to struggle out of that muck. Adept Heseki Bazar. So that is our way out, basically. Alright, Now these guys have relatively long patrol routes, so we're gonna have to wait for them for quite a while. Okay, here's one of them. The archers do move a lot faster than swordsmen, usually. So keep that in mind. Move this guy to one of the rooms where the torch was doused. Okay, it's the other one. Boom. And the other one should be coming up shortly. No? Oh, there he is. Okay, and I think that guy had a key. Yep. So that key is gonna be useful later, because it leads to the sewers, essentially. But we're not gonna go there yet, because there's no loot down there, and even if there was, it's basically our exit out of here, so we could grab the loot on the way out. I opened the wrong door again. Alright, we're almost done with the central keep. All we have left is a secret room. Right over here. You can clearly tell that there's a fake wall here, and you don't even have to flip like another lever, secret lever or anything, you just open it. It's very... I don't even know why it's like that, but whatever. And here we have a lot of loot. A lot of... What is it? Oh, maybe not that much, apparently. Oh yeah, I'm thinking of a different room. Still, some loot. And up here... If we climb up here, we... have a fake floor leading to a hedge maze. Well. And we're at the water tower already. Very nice.
But why are the hand mages the only ones allowed in? Why won't they allow us into their towers?
We're here to keep a watch on the commons and to deal with mundane threats. The mages can protect themselves.
But what with all the secrecy? Even the servants ain't allowed there. These wizards trust anyone?
I found it best not to ask questions. The gold they give me answers all the questions I have.
Very wise indeed. Right, there's a lot of patrolling guards and mages here.
Wind blows.
And usually the mages that patrol these areas are of the opposite element, so... At the water tower, it's fire mages. In the fire tower, it's gonna be water mages, and so forth. Usually there's 2 mages, though. Where's the other one? Ah, there he is. Okay, I was incorrect. This guy is a water mage. Well, that should be everyone, so I can just leave them there. Alright, well, let's deal with this then, shall we? Thankfully, this is a quick one. But yeah, as you can see, the water key is broken, so there's only like remnants of it. So the door is unlocked already. And the whole place is flooded. Physics! I'm gonna explain it away with magic. So a very simple chamber. All we have to just swim up here and grab this key. There you go. I wish all of them were this quick, but unfortunately that is not the case. The other 3 are really lengthy and annoying. They also consist of a lot of platforming, and you know how platforming is in these old 3D games from the late 90s. Platforming here is even worse than the one in Half-Life, I would say. Half-Life feels more responsive than this. Okay, so we got the Earth key, and that should be the Earth tower over there, so let's head there next. And this door will lead us to this small storage space where we have, I'm pretty sure, the last pieces of loot for the mission. But this is the room I was thinking of. This has a total of 8 coin stacks, or whatever you want to call these. You gotta be careful because there's another guard here. Sometimes he turns around to face the door. Hide him here. And again, gotta be careful because there's patrolling. I don't know if there's patrolling guards here, but there's definitely 2. Oh yeah, there is 1 patrolling guard and 2 mages. There's the guard. Okay, he doesn't come this way. That's good. Let's move him there. Okay, where's the mages? Okay, there they are.
Walk the path until my return to the eternal fire.
Couple together, excellent.
Oh.
Let's move them out of the way a bit. Alright, let's go to the Earth Tower now. This is where things start getting quote-unquote fun.
Mystery presents itself.
There's no mysteries here, my friend. Right, a note. Cool earth wraps tightly around us. Constrictive veins of tower tunnels caress beating heart of grinding rock. In mastery of my element, I leap from stone to falling stone. Boulders float as feathers. Scribbled poetry. Adept Around's notebook. So what fun challenges await us in the Earth Room? Platforming, of course. Because nothing speaks Earth like floating rocks. I mean, I guess it's somewhat thematically... what I'm looking for, accurate, I guess.
The winds are not at peace.
Okay, if they spot you like that, if you're fast enough, you can actually knock them out. Because they have, like, a few frames of shock, essentially. There's two of these guys. There's one up there. So let me attempt to sneak up behind him. Can mantle on this and this. Then I'm gonna run all the way across. Hopefully he doesn't see me across the room. I think it should be a long enough distance. Knock him out from behind.
It was nothing.
Now, you could try to use one of these platforms to get up there, but there is a much easier way. Just drop your way up there. You can actually... That is a soft surface, so the rope will stick. And there we go. Right, here we have a really annoying maze. You never remember where to go here, and there's a lot of these stupid mages. So again, like, there's absolutely... If there was loot here, or something of use... I guess there's like a few moss arrows that you can get here, which can help you in the following section, in the air and fire towers, but... It's not really enough, honestly, to justify this. If there was some loot here, I would be more okay with it, but as it stands, I really don't like this. Because you have to do this every time. It just feels like needless padding. Pick him up. I'm pretty sure there's a second one though that comes down here, so gotta be quick and careful. Or maybe that's on the higher floor actually. Yeah, this does have multiple levels. Thankfully there's those alcoves that you can use to hide. Yeah, here we go. There's another one here. Maybe even two of them. Okay, I heard him. Where is he? Some regular arrows here for some reason. I don't know why the mages would need to practice with regular arrows when they can just summon great balls of fire. Okay, each tower except the water tower has this section here, and this actually leads to a bunch of tunnels that connect to the main tower. You can use this as a shortcut, but there's a crap ton of guards over there, so I don't like going this way. Instead, I just backtrack down the safe route all the way back to the main keep instead of taking these shortcuts, because they're really not worth it, honestly. Alright, actually I'm to go this way, I think. Oh no, never mind. This way. Okay, that's just one big loop. Amazing. And up here, we should have some moss arrows. I'm gonna try to find all of them, but... so fed up with this that I'm probably...
Something is amiss.
Not gonna bother. Yeah, I think this is the floor that had two patrolling mages. Yep, I was correct. Alright, let's hide here. Wait for him to pass, knock him out.
A sound ripples.
Alright, moss arrow. What else? I'm pretty sure there's more than one moss arrow in this floor. Yep, there we go. There's the other one. And finally, we're almost done. We have 2 more mages up here that we need to deal with.
Fire burns, water flows. Is this a vision? To attack will
Crap!
nothing, man.
Okay, normally when this happens, I don't even care. I just run for it because I'm really impatient. Let me use a raw arrow here. So here you have this very annoying puzzle. Here's how you solve it. You go here. Make sure to pick up your arrow on the way back. Then you have to jump over here where the light is. Jump down here. Climb up. Climb down. And that's the key. And now we need to go all the way back. See, this is what I mean. This just isn't even that fun. At least to me. It's only fun the first time.
Cannot escape the inevitable. Let the darkness take you.
Crap, whatever. You can just run away from this guy, because I'm pretty sure you're gonna lose him eventually. He won't follow you all the way back. Crap. Where the hell did I come from? See, this is what I mean. This is so annoying. And this is only the second tower. There's 2 more, and I would say the fire one is the most annoying, to be honest. And the air one probably the least, because at least it doesn't have any guards. It only has 3 mages, that's it. I could use this. I could. Let's see how the guard situation is, though. Okay, yeah, there's one. Ugh. We've been streaming for 52 minutes, and we still have probably another 20 to 30 minutes to go. Again, just needless padding, this section of the mission. If it only consisted of going to one tower, and especially if it was like randomized which one it is, that would have been way better. What the hell is that pattern? Huh? Shut up. Okay, and this should lead me to the central keep. Yeah, see? Now I think we can unlock this. Yep. Oh crap, I'm here though. Okay, I'm gonna... There is a mage here, actually. I'm gonna wait for him and knock him out. If you keep going up those stairs, you will eventually go up to a door that you cannot unlock until you get the final key. So that doesn't do us any good. But we can at least knock this guy out while we're here. I'm not gonna actually drop him down there, because I'm pretty sure he still takes fall damage and that will kill him. Gonna leave him there. And this note, that basically tells you the same thing. 8 old men up in a tower, 8 men, only one with power, blah blah blah, all that stuff that doesn't make any sense to me. Hello? Do I lockpick this? I guess. Right, next up is the air tower. That one is, I would say, after the water tower, of course, that one is the least annoying. But it's still kind of annoying, not gonna lie. Back here. You know what? Just to be on the safe side.
Who's the...
Knock him out. I normally leave him alone and he never gives me any trouble, but you know. Alright, there's the air tower.
Huh?
Oh, that was a close one. And where's the mages? There's always 2 mages patrolling these hedge mazes. There they are.
Wind blows, fire burns,
Wind
earth
blows,
shakes,
fire burns.
water flows.
Also, fun fact, because of all these mages that have keys and even guards patrolling the outskirts of this, the outside of the compound, I'm pretty sure this is the mission, at least in Thief 1, with the most amount of pickpockets. So, yeah, it's really annoying if you want to 100% it. Okay, here's the air tower. Let's unlock it. Ah, and here we have an introduction to gas arrows, my favorite arrow type after the water arrow. So gas arrows are excellent because they're basically, they knock out enemies from afar. And yeah, that's basically how they work. They're like a ranged blackjack essentially, and they're non-lethal too. They just put the enemy to sleep. So they're very useful in that regard, because you can use them in a pinch when you're playing on expert. For some reason.
A noise.
Thank God he didn't get alerted.
You cannot run from
Oh,
your
never
fate.
mind. That is so annoying.
Disturbs me. All is still.
I hope that he forgets about me.
Build shelters from the winds.
Worst case scenario, you can use a gas arrow on him. Although I'm pretty sure that the developers actually hard-coded it so that only air mages are unaffected by gas arrows. I remember something like that. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't work. And I would rather save this gas arrow for the fire tower, because there's a lot of crap going on in the fire tower, let me tell you. So I would rather use it there. Yeah, I think he's already forgot about me. Yep, he has. So both of them come down here, so this is the perfect area to knock them out. Just lay down some moss arrows.
The wind plays tricks with my senses.
Wait for them to come over and knock them both out.
I shall build shelters from the winds.
And you can already tell that this is going to be about platforming, because of those floating rocks.
Vast earth, and burn in eternal fires.
All is not still.
It is. Okay. Alright, let's climb this. That's not the only way to come up here. You can also use the stairs, but I'm cool. So I mentioned that this tower only has 3 guards. That's 2 of them, and the last one is up here. He goes around this outer circle and then enters the inner circle. I think I hear him. I think I have to circle him around like so. Yep, there he is. There we go. And there's no more mages in the town now, so that's fantastic. Now we just have to wait for platforms. Amazing. Great game design. Sorry if I sound really annoyed at this, but yeah, this is my least favorite Thief Guild mission, even less than Thieves Guild. Thieves Guild is it's like the exact opposite of Thieves Guild. Thieves Guild is awful the first time you play it, but the more you play it, the more you actually grow to like it. It's not the worst thing ever. This map is the exact opposite. The first time you play this, you're gonna be like, oh, this is so cool! But then when you have to replay this map, you're like, oh, not this again. Yeah, it just keeps going and going and going with these platforms. It's so annoying. And you have to wait for them too. And they're so glitchy as well that sometimes when you try to climb up on them, Garrett won't mentor onto them properly and you just miss them. So that's why I always quick save. Yeah, see, sometimes instead of jumping onto it, Garrett will try to mentor it and then he's gonna fail. Also, in case you're wondering what's there, that basically leads to the door that connects it to the main area again. But I think this time I'm gonna probably backtrack all the way. Actually, no, I won't, because I have to wait for these stupid platforms again, and we're already been live for an hour. This is probably gonna be the longest live stream, even longer than Thieves Guild. Speaking of live streams, to break the silence, I can use this time to talk a little bit about the following week, because normally I like to live stream every weekday when I'm doing this, but next week I will be unavailable on Monday, Tuesday, and maybe Wednesday. I'm not actually sure about Wednesday, but... Oh great, I glitched out. That has never happened to me before, that's a first. But yeah, I won't be able to stream on Monday and Tuesday, and maybe Wednesday. It really depends on when I'm back on Wednesday. But I'm basically going to the Netherlands for a couple of days. Coming back on Wednesday, but it might take a while, so we'll see. But I will make an announcement about that. Alright, so here we have a very annoying area as well. You have to lower both of these telescopes in order to lower the chest, and then you have to lockpick the chest. And you have to do this at least twice if you're fast enough. You cannot do it in one go, which is also really annoying. And believe me, I've tried. I've tried to be as fast as possible, and it's just not possible. Yeah, see? You're almost there. It's so frustrating. Like, everything about this... Not everything about the entire map, but everything about these trials is just made to annoy the hell out of you. I think it was the square. There we go. And finally we have the fire key. We can move on to the last of these accursed towers. Such a nuisance. But hey, this is the first time that I'm ever actually using the quote-unquote shortcuts leading to the central keep, so that's nice. I guess maybe that's why I was annoyed with this, because I never used those shortcuts. This is a bit more bearable, but it's still annoying, don't get me wrong. I still really don't dislike this. But it is a little bit more tolerable. Here the guards, where are they?
Is it just me, or did something move?
Ah! Is there a perfect shadow around here?
Look there. See anything?
There's a perfect shadow right there, so if I time it right... But yeah, see, this is why I don't like even using the shortcut is annoying.
I think I saw something over here.
No, you didn't.
Hello? Anyone there?
Let me also get rid of this stupid archer. Catch up! Ah, got him. And the way that leads to the fire tower, unfortunately, we can't just go there and unlock it and skip half the freaking challenge with the key. You can only unlock it from the bottom. So instead we have to go back to the central keep. And then go out to the courtyard again. And yeah, this isn't really much of a shortcut, to be honest. It really isn't. Not really worth it. It's only really a shortcut when you finally get the main key. After the fire tower, it's a proper shortcut. And I am gonna use it there as well, but otherwise, like, the shortcut normally isn't worth it. But hey, I used it, so I did something new at least. New for me, that is. Also, I just remembered there is a piece of loot that I almost missed. 2 of them, in fact, I think. So before we enter the fire tower, I'm gonna go quickly grab that. After I, of course, knock out everyone here, because it's the last area where I have to knock out the mages and guards. And for some reason, that guy doesn't have a key. I think he's the only mage patrolling the outside that has no key. Maybe the devs just forgot about it because they were probably fed up with this map. I don't think there's any guards here. Alright, here we go. So there's a purse there, and I don't think there's a purse up here. Yeah, but there is another purse in the other stairwell. I'm actually gonna go there now. There's nothing up those stairs, by the way. They just lead to the 3rd floor. But if I go over this way... I think there's a patrolling archer here. Or apparently not. Maybe I already knocked him out. But yeah, there's another purse here. And that should be all the loot in the mission. If not, then I really don't know what I could have missed. Alright, let's backtrack and deal with the fire tower next. I'm already turned around. Okay, yeah, this way. Oh, there is more loot, but it's up in the chamber with the talisman, so... Yeah, that's all the loot that we can get for now. Alright, here's the fire tower. Also eat this bread just to free up some inventory space. I have 7 health potions. Well, at least if I get attacked by these guys, I should be good to go.
Is this a vision? All is still.
Okay, what is this? I can't remember what this note is. To Adept Al-Hayir. Lieutenant Scar disobeyed Captain Regalius' specific orders and ventured into the Tower of Fire. Needless to say, he was ill-prepared to deal with the trials of flame and lava that await all entrants. The charred corpse was brought to the laboratories where it will be put to good use. Well, what about giving it to the families? What the hell? That is messed up. The fire can cleanse us, but it is not for the commons. See to it that this incident serves as an example to others. Archmage Kamin Ramin. So yeah, these guys are really messed up. I wish I could kill them, but I can't. Okay, this is what I mean with this tower being probably the worst. All the floor is metal. So traversing is extremely slow and tedious. And again, this adds absolutely nothing to the game. Now, normally I knock this guy out with a gas arrow, but do not repeat the same mistake that I did. And knock him out in the lava, because although he doesn't take damage in lava, he will drown in lava.
Not shelter you forever.
Crying out loud.
I warn. He strikes as a dying.
Okay. Yeah, normally I just completely lose my patience here and just say screw it to stealth, and I just make a beeline straight for the goal. There are a lot of mages up here as well, unlike the previous tower. I hear one coming. I'm actually gonna take my time here. Also, these things alternate, and when they're hot, obviously they hurt you. And they actually do a lot of damage when you step on them, so you gotta be careful. I'm running out of moss arrows. I'm gonna need them later, so... This is what I meant. You need a lot of moss arrows. I kind of wasted moss arrows there, though, because I don't think this guy actually goes all the way down. Okay, I really hope that is the only patrolling mage here. Yep, okay. And that is our exit right there. That door. And this room is where I usually use my only gas arrow, and there's actually 2 guards here, or 2 mages here. One of them is right above me.
Not try to escape.
How did you see me? Come on. Please tell me the other guy. Please tell me he's stuck. Oh, that's gonna be amazing if he's stuck. I can just whoosh past him. I think he's stuck. What an idiot. Oh, unfortunately, that is... Actually, no, that is not the only way up. I can go up that way. Okay, let's hope he remains stuck. I can just climb up in peace. Oh, no. Of course, and now he's gonna follow me all the way. Yep. Can I knock him out?
I am unharmed, foolish one.
Yep, okay, good. Oh, that was a disaster, but I really don't care. It's been over an hour and I'm tired by this point. I just want this stupid mission to end. Alright, finally, the final chest that has our stupid key. And it's another puzzle like the previous one, where you have to lockpick only for a few moments and then stop lockpicking and start lockpicking again. It's just alternating floors with the stupid... Yeah, this mission is just tedious. Again, like, Thieves Guild is really tedious the first time because of all the sewers. But once you memorize the layout, on subsequent playthroughs, it's not too bad. This one, on the other hand, is a lot worse when you replay it. And now finally, we can get our stupid talisman and get the hell out of here. Yeah, I would say this is the worst mission. The worst, like, talisman mission. Some people might argue that... Oh, are you... Why are you aggroed? Why? Oh my god. But yeah, some people might argue that the air talisman is the worst. But I digress. That one is a little bit glitchy. You'll see why once you get there, but... It's definitely not my favorite. My favorite is the water talisman one. And after that one is the Lost City, which is the next one. But no, I think this is the worst one. It's just such a pain in the ass, dude. There's just no end to this. Okay, let me... Do I have... Okay, I still have moss arrows. I need to sneak up on this mofo.
Try and catch
Oh my god, you bastard! Ah, whatever. Just run. I don't care.
This is gonna be fun.
Can I escape? Pretty sure they have keys as well, but... Okay, let's hope they won't follow me up here, because that would be tragedy. And this is why I never ghost. Especially this mission.
It's true he has returned. We must be ready. Rough waters lie ahead.
Many will not survive. We must try to redirect the current.
Try as we might to retrieve the talismans, the prophecy is an ocean returning to shore. Little we can do to prevent it, and prepare for its arrival.
Dry and dead is much of the city. The sun will oppose and the conflict will end in flames.
It's the way of things. Civilizations will burn into the earth, so that it may give life to the next.
Winds of progress always head towards the grave.
Soon, young apprentice, you shall grasp the truth of it.
I shall build shelters from
I really like that conversation. Like, I give this map a lot of flack, but I really love that conversation because they basically are talking about the end of civilization and how it's approaching, and his return, him being the trickster. And here we have a lot of Earth talismans. Only one of these is true, is real. The rest are fake. And that note was supposed to give you a hint as to how to find which one is the real one. But instead, what you can do is you can follow this guy around and he always goes to that one and stops there for a bit. That is basically your giveaway that that is the real one. I really don't understand what the note means, because he doesn't stop on any other talisman. And just for demonstration purposes, this is what happens if you try to pick up a fake one. It's very weird. Like I imagine the thing just slaps you. It's hilarious. Yeah, there's also, this is the last piece of loot here. This, and around the back we have a few more. These ones. Also, another hint that you have to which one is the right one. The jingles. You can kind of sort of hear them a bit louder here, I guess. But yeah, that is the real one. To this day, I don't understand what that note is even talking about. I remember on my very first playthrough, I found it through sheer trial and error. I just kept quick saving and quick loading until I got it. And ever since then, I remembered. Oh right, it's the one that the guy stops at. That makes sense. Right, and now we can finally leave this accursed place forever. God, yeah, honestly, after playing the original game without the Gold Edition last month, I think I'm gonna stick to that one. I really wish there was a way to, like, make it so that it only has the Water Talisman mission, because that one is genuinely really fun to play through. The only good gold mission, but I digress. I would still rather take the original Thief over the Gold Edition any day. Okay, and here we use this key. And this is the torture chamber, very fancy. And here, a very obvious fake wall. Here's that secret passage that note was talking about, and there's only one guard here. I'm not even gonna honestly bother waiting for him and to knock him out. I just want this over with.
This looks like the way out. That'll come in use.
I like how his speech just gets cut off there. Oh, finally, after 1 hour and 20 minutes almost, we're done. Mage Towers. Okay, we discovered the location of the Talisman and we stole it. We stole the jeweled reading glasses from the Central Library. We stole the medallion of St. Burrington from the captain's quarters. We stole 1800 loot. I'm really curious to see if we got all of it. We did not kill anyone and we escaped the Mage Towers through the sewers. Wow, even the in-game time is 1 hour. Jeez. Yep, we got all the loot. Hey, we're only missing 2 pickpockets. That's pretty impressive, actually. Because I wasn't even trying to go for 100%. But I got close. 5 hours so far, 19,000 loot. Very nice. But yeah, tomorrow we're gonna get the Fire Talisman in my second favorite Talisman mission. And my, I guess out of 2 favorite from the original game. So stay tuned for that, but until then, I would like to thank you all very much for watching, and have a good one. Bye bye.